What's the collaboration like with a pitcher like Walker, who has done it his way for so long, with a new staff like they have here? How do you kind of come to a middle ground when it comes to his approach?
Well, I think it starts in the meetings in the off season. We get to know the guy, we like the guy, and then throughout the spring training and during the season, there's a lot of meetings, and a lot of back and forth. I think our group does an amazing job. Bales and Jason, they're really good at what they do. Jason, behind the plate, he was one of the best at calling games, and as far as preparation, nobody prepared better than him, and he still does the same thing. So it's a lot of conversations, and hopefully we can get the final product.
But do you see some similarities that you could take out of Giolito? They both had stretches where one really good one for 6 or 7 innings, and then getting chased in the 3rd inning. Lucas seemed to figure a few things out after that stretch.
Yeah,
so you can apply to Walker there.
I think so, and you look at the New York one, right? It was a curveball to Jazz. The last one in Seattle, he had 8 hitters with 2 strikes, and they got him based. Well, he had more than, but 8 of them got him based. Yep. So we gotta find a way to get guys out, right, in those situations, and for how bad it looks, I don't believe he's that far off, right? And hopefully here, Southern Cal, probably a few fans will come here to see Walt, get it going.
You see Jaron offensively, it seemed like maybe 2 weeks ago he was ready to take off, but
we're going through a tough stretch here. The pitching we have faced, it's been really good. And 2 venues that are not conducive to hitting. I'm not using that as an excuse, but hit a few line drives up the middle that we are encouraged with. Yesterday, he was very close to drive the ball to left center, so I think he's getting closer again. We're just gonna make sure we slow it down. That's what we're doing.
Have you given any thought to drop in pitch like this too? Or do you want to keep him on top?
Keep it on top. Obviously, the other guys will be Roman, but he's good where he's at. We love the quality of the at-bats, and I think him watching Jaron, and in this case Toro, just to have an idea, what's going on. But I think Jaron, when he's one of the best leadoff guys in the big leagues, and he did it last year, and I know he can do it.
Did you guys hammer out a plan for Yoshida?
Yeah, right now they're still in BC, I think, right, because of cancers. But there's a good chance he'll go on a rehab assignment next week, just to push him a little bit harder with throwing, training-wise and all that stuff, see how he responds. But we believe that he's over the hump already. Now it's kind of like push him, work, a little more work, more throws and all that stuff, and then just send him in a rehab assignment.
That would be Worcester.
I think it's both of them, right? Like Portland is at home, I think, next week, and Worcester, I'm not 100% sure, but he'll play. Yeah, what it is.
And you don't see him needing all 20, or do you?
I'll sit down with him and see how he feels as far as the at-bats and all that, where he swing, and we'll decide that based on him, to be honest with you.
When you say push him on the throw, does that mean he'll play the outfield on the rehab assignment?
This week, as far as like training and all that stuff. Put a little more back-to-back days and all that, and see how he reacts.
Are you going to try to get Marcelo time in second?
Where were you?
I knew this was coming somehow. You were going to wedge that in somehow.
Come on, bro. Hanging out with the brand. We talked about it yesterday, and right now he's playing third base. Obviously, with time we have to make decisions, but he's playing well at third, and I know he can play second. I know he can play short. So if needed, we'll do it.
How's progress with Bregman?
I haven't talked to him today or B about it, but yesterday he felt he was doing well. Cutter, he's gonna get an MRI today, so we'll get the results whenever. We'll have more tomorrow. Tanner on Tuesday, I said. Hicks most likely on Wednesday. We'll see how that goes, but trending in the right direction. I think the guys are doing a good job over there in Boston and getting ready.
Is there a chance that Bregman could start a rehab when Massa does?
I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
You were talking.
What is it? Next week is 4th of July, right? Washington.
Week, next week.
Next
week from next.
Yeah, a week from now. Okay. Too soon.
Where's Slayton at? Is he still shut down?
Shut down, feeling better. Actually, I don't know the results of the MRI, but talking to him, he feels a lot better like a week ago. So hopefully, we get him going. Start playing catch, but nothing yet.
With Narváez out of the lineup for a second time in 3 days, is that setting him up to play against both lefties the next 2 days?
He's playing tomorrow. He's starting tomorrow, and then we'll decide what we do on Wednesday. But I think this West Coast trip has helped him. Like not playing one game, the off day. We got an off day on Thursday. I know that he's one of the best catchers in the big leagues, but we got to get Wonger going. And I think behind the plate, he's done an amazing job. And for us to be good, both of them have to play.
So is it more like a workload management thing for Narváez, or you really just want to get more time?
I wanted to get Connor some at bats today, and then we'll decide what we do the next 2 days.
You were talking earlier about Walker and the changes he's trying to make. How much of that is just the pitcher going through normal ups and downs, and how much is he's still really coming back from a pretty major procedure, and he's just not?
I think honestly the stuff is good. It's really good. The one thing we always talk about is the misses, right? If you look at his four-seamer, when he goes up, it's actually a non-competitive pitch, So if we can tighten that up, and that's more repetitions, of course, he's going to be okay. Hopefully, like I said before, hopefully it starts starting.
So he's past the post-surgery stuff. Now
everything we get, from him and from the training staff, he's in a good place.